Hello there. Welcome to the July 2010 edition of Media Sales Monthly. It's often said that small businesses are the machine that drive the engine of the U.S. economy. So it's good news that about half of these business owners believe their revenue streams will fully recover by the end of this year. The FedEx Sign of the Times Small Business Survey also found that during the recession, many small business owners opted to cut their marketing and advertising budgets. As a result, more than 30% of owners noted these cuts had negative or extremely negative results on their revenue. This year, up to 42% of small business owners will increase their marketing budgets. When asked which form of advertising is most effective, 61% said traditional advertising, such as newspapers and TV, versus 39% who said online is best. Despite skepticism about online advertising, however, 32% of respondents plan to allocate the most resources to online. 14% will focus on traditional outlets, 24% on printed materials such as direct mail, and the rest will split resources between the categories. Read more about this survey at MediaSalesToday.com. There's a rising interest in alternative healthcare options as U.S. consumers look for better ways to treat medical conditions and problems. A recent Deloitte survey found more consumers are trying alternative and natural therapies, both alone and in conjunction with prescribed medications. And they're visiting alternative healthcare providers such as chiropractors and herbalists. When asked why they used alternative healthcare methods, 36% said they avoided traditional doctors because the cost was too high. 18% said it was because they couldn't get an appointment or didn't have time. And 10% said it was because their insurance didn't cover the traditional treatment. As consumers change their attitudes about health care, professionals who offer alternative medical services and products have an opportunity to increase their market share. A good advertising campaign can help to educate and inform consumers about their options. Read more about this opportunity at MediaSalesToday.com. High school sports fans are a loyal, passionate bunch. They're more likely to be men with average incomes and some college, and they're more likely to own than rent. Those are the demographics of the average high school sports fan, but the more you know about the potential customers, the better you can design advertising to reach them. Customer interest and attitudes reports from Adology Research reveal what's in the hearts and minds of these fans. So in addition to those demographics, high school sports fans like to listen to music and read books for pleasure. Nearly 30% use the internet more than 3 hours a day for personal use. They're also more likely to be heavy TV viewers, and nearly 31% say they read a newspaper 6 or 7 days a week. 83% of these fans also say if price and product are the same, they prefer to buy from a locally owned business. Good news for your local advertisers. Customer insights and attitudes reports are available for 300 customer types at Adology.com. It can be difficult for salespeople to come to terms with the fact that there are some things that they just can't control. Sales blogger Anthony Iannarino breaks down some things salespeople can and cannot control. You cannot control whether or not your dream client picks up the phone when you call. You can control whether or not you call back and how often. You can also control whether or not you're saying something worth listening to when they do answer the phone. You also cannot control whether or not your dream client buys from you. You can control whether or not you create value for every client on every interaction and whether or not you ask for their business. You always have control over yourself, your actions and behaviors, and understanding what's out of your control will help you avoid wasted time and energy. Link to the entire article through MediaSalesToday.com. That's it for this edition of Media Sales Monthly. I'm Doug Lascelles.